Did I accidentally pick episode 3 again? Didn't we already have a full flashback episode? Don't you know you only get one of those a season? Who do you think you are? Lost? Did someone lose their keys? Is this the future?
100 years ago, this planet was cataloged as lifeless because of a hyperspace disaster.
Expecting your audience to read the High Republic books so they have all the necessary backstory to understand whatever the you're talking about. Books have like paper words and stuff. It's unnatural.
So there's some plants here. Big deal.
Calm yourself, Padawan.
He seems pretty calm though. I think you meant to say, stop being a little Padawan.
A virgins could create life, like what we see on this planet. It's a power. It should be studied, protected. Nothing could be more important to the Jedi.
The Padawan abuse that is keeping Torben on this planet for 7 weeks without telling him why he's there.
My Padawan is too distracted to appreciate the significance of a virgin's.
Maybe that's because he hasn't been shown why this is so important. And come to think of it, neither have we.
I do not tell him answers to ease his mind. That's why I have a Padawan and you do not.
Indara has a Padawan because she doesn't tell people answers to ease their minds, or Sol doesn't have a Padawan because he does tell people answers to ease their minds. Either way, seems like extremely weird criteria to determine which knights get to Pada someone. Wow, good thing Sol happened to stumble upon these girls at the exact moment they were using the Force. I mean, the thread.
Indara, can you read me?
Of course she can't. If she could, she'd probably tell you to stop stalking little girls, and then we'd have no story. Show that cost $180 million somehow has less convincing climbing scenes than the Adam West Batman show. For a secretive cult, they sure do have terrible security. Where are the traps? Where are the cameras? Hell, where are the strings lined with clanky bottles?
They do not treat the girls like children.
Ignoring the hypocrisy of this statement, Sol makes this assumption after a whole 5 minutes of spying on them.
50 women and only 2 children.
Yeah, that is a tricky one. How would 50 women fail to produce so many children on their own?
You've traveled so far only to become trapped on this planet.
I mean, 7 weeks is a long time, but trapped is kind of overselling it.
I would always let you have what you need.
Like spice creams? She's talking about giving him spice creams, right? Right? Also, show is yet to confirm whether spice cream is or is not a drug-laced treat for children.
I want to return to Coruscant,
he says, while a single perfect tear rolls down his cheek. The things these characters whine about in this series are just dumb. They want dumb things. Like they're minorly inconvenienced and just can't get over it. It's like, I don't want to be a witch. I don't want to work on this planet. Well, you know what? I don't want to pay taxes or go to the DMV, but I'm not going to turn to the dark side just because of my fear of the take a number machine. So earlier when you said,
put down your weapons.
No violence.
that didn't include assaulting the mind of a minor, because that seems pretty fucking violent to me.
The scouts will bring Osha to your camp at midday.
Relying on scouts to bring your children to the Jedi. They're objectively the worst class in TF2. At least send a couple of demo knights with them.
Osha's too old to join the order.
Once again, Star Wars tells us there are age restrictions on when children can become Padawans, but fails to show us a reason why said age restriction is necessary.
She may have resisted being marked. There's no way to know.
Show forgets you can ask children things. I mean, she's already coming to their camp tomorrow. Ask her if she resisted being marked. Boom, mystery solved. You know, if the show only brought Trinity here to have her say stupid things, maybe it's merciful she died in the first 6 minutes of the season.
I'm not going to hurt you. I just need to take a sample of your blood. Is that okay?
So you warned May you were going to take her blood, which is the sensible and polite thing to do, but when Osha comes in next, he's just going to stab her? The f*** is with that?
A castle.
Confusing a castle for a Pokemon. Wait, they made a castle Pokemon? I'm not sure whether to blame the Jedi or Nintendo for my confusion, so I'll just deliver a sin for each, plus one more for the show thinking it could be cute and sneak a Lothcat into the episode.
But your children, how can you become the leaders?
Probably by growing up, going through training, and then becoming leaders. Seriously, who wrote Trinity's lines?
Then you must have the courage to tell the truth.
Did we gain anything from seeing this conversation again? Indara steals a glance at Torben, but that's about it. Was that worth replaying this 10 seconds? The whole point of replaying a flashback from a different perspective is to give us a different perspective that adds something to the story. Otherwise, been there, send that.
I want to do what's best for Osha.
But why? Why is Sol suddenly fascinated with making this girl his Padawan? You can feel Lee Jung-jae trying his best with the writing he's given. He's pouring all the emotion he can into this character arc, but we, the audience, aren't being shown why he wants a Padawan so badly, or why it has to be Osha instead of May, or literally any other kid in the galaxy.
The M count is very high, extremely high, very force sensitive.
Very good to know. Excellent. Thrilling content. Yes, very engaging.
Wait, Their symbionts are the same.
Wait, are you saying there are two symbiotes? Are we talking a Venom situation or a Carnage? Oh, I pray for the former.
Stop him!
If only there was some kind of invisible telekinetic power you could have used to pull him away from the speeder bike. Alas, now you'll have to chase him and fail to catch up, just like the script requires.
But we will consider your wish when we do so.
Speaking to your child like an automated teller.
The Jedi will not warn you before they attack.
So that's a lie. They do nothing but warn before they attack. It's actually incredibly tedious.
She is a child.
I'm with Random Witch on this one. Osha's a child, and her being hell-bent on making a decision that will separate her from her family and community forever seems extreme. Exchange Jedi school for clown college and tell me I'm wrong. Oh, Jedi are more important than clowns? Well, then explain to me how one was nearly wiped out and the other persists despite being my living nightmares.
You would sacrifice our future for the wish of a child.
But then again, yeah, maybe Osha should do what she wants. The problem here is that we don't know what it means to lead this coven. Is it something sinister or just a bunch of meetings like this? Besides, they still have May. Why do they even need both? Well, at least I might get some answers next season.
No one can get in or out!
Except for pretty much anyone the script requires to get in or out within the next 10 minutes.
You can't go. We're stuck here now.
It's convenient how Jedi always seem to have the right power at the right moment to move the plot forward.
We must stop him before he starts a conflict.
Thinking the conflict hadn't already started at the point of breaking into someone's home and demanding their children.
We come with noble intentions.
Thing coal mining CEOs said to every community before poisoning their groundwater and killing their workers somehow makes its way into the episode.
Someday, those noble intentions you all have will destroy every Jedi in the galaxy.
Foreshadowing. Unless you count Yoda, and Ahsoka, and Cal, and the 100 or so that escaped Order 66 so we could get another Kick-Ass Gamer spin-off series. But other than those ones, I'm torn here. I know this is a terrible decision by Soul, but I also kind of don't blame him. She was turning into smoke. That's some kind of Dracula shit. I'm just saying, if I'm holding a lightsaber and you have the ability to turn into smoke, don't. Okay, so Mother Coral turned into smoke, and now the witches in this room are controlling Kelnaka. But why did she have to turn into smoke? And where did the archers go? And what was Anastasia trying to do when she turned into smoke? And why am I doing that thing again with the questions? And how many episodes are there left? At least we're getting this badass Jedi Wookiee fight. I am happy about this. Happy enough to take a sit off? Let me search my feelings. Yes! Huh. Surprised even myself there. Synchronized trance dying. Also, that's it. They all died because Indara freed Kelnaka of their mind control. What kind of spell allows you to control someone's brain but kills you if you lose the connection? Is it like the Matrix where you die if you don't pull your mind out before being disconnected? I need specifics. Until then, you'll have sins. Sins, I say.
Where's Mama? Mama's dead.
And was killed by the Jedi. See? I saved you so many years of turmoil. Now you can just focus on that horrible, horrible grief. Using all your powers to hold up heavy collapsing platforms instead of just pulling the girls to you. Also, Vader would have held up both. Well, actually, they're kids, so he probably would have dropped both faster, but you get my meaning.
I wanted the twins to be safe.
Well, 1 for 2 ain't bad. That's a 50% twin retention rate. But I can't believe Soul can say this with a straight face after directly and indirectly helping kill over 50 people.
We will tell the council the truth. May burned down the witch's fortress and everyone was lost.
You know what? I'm with Indara. She didn't have a choice. It's not her fault Soul's an idiot and Torben was a grown man with severe homesickness. She did her best, damn it. Justice for Indara.
They started a fire.
Show still doesn't explain how the entire stone fortress burned like it was soaked in kerosene. Was everything in this era of Star Wars highly flammable? Everything burns. The cold vacuum of space, solid rock, the giant pile of money given to make a High Republic TV series.
Why do you always run up?
It's a very weird place to go on fire.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
I had to make a choice.
You pathetic piece of shit.
We will tell the council the truth.
My name is Trinity.